Yeah, I barely know how to play against Nocturne. I think I've only played against him once more.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know what to do, to be honest, on this matchup. Uh, but I think my main problem is macro, mid, and late game. That's where I'm.
Yeah.
Even I have a lead, I can easily lose.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
So, what is your thought process for standing particularly here?
I'm just protecting for invade. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Something you can do is whenever you know that there's a decent chance of the enemy jungler starting red, especially Twitch, you could
Okay.
stand in this bush, and whenever Nocturne finishes leashing, you auto and then E out, and you get it free early damage.
Okay.
And you can do that also if you're on the other side and they start blue, you can catch them here. It's really easy on Tryndamere because it's hard for them to trade back if you E like that.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
And since I play Garen, I can actually kill or not kill, but I can take away like half their health before they even get into laning phase. Just doing that, and then they have to recall early.
What? Just by queuing on them?
Well, in Garen's case, I would E. I
Okay.
would just spin the whole time because I get Conqueror now with Garen, using the E. So I'd apply
Yeah.
Conqueror and then keep going.
Garen is so strong right now. I ban him all the time.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they nerfed him this patch though.
Yeah.
Yeah. The obvious Twitch gank incoming.
Yeah.
First blood. Killing spree.
I don't think it's really that important to cover most of the matchup considering you're not going to see it again for the next 300 games. Just kind of
Yeah.
watching how you play Dot though.
Yeah.
Shut down.
So what made you decide to go Fleet Footwork over Lethal Tempo against Nocturne?
Um, I just didn't know what to pick, to be honest, and I think it's a bit safer than Lethal Tempo.
Yeah.
So if it's like a matchup that I'm not sure what to do, I'm gonna go either Lethal Tempo or even Grasp maybe.
That's what I thought you were thinking though.
Blue team double kill.
pretty normal for Nocturne to be a little bit ahead early on, just because he's the cheese pick.
Yeah.
But overall, you haven't done bad. The main thing that you have to worry about when playing against the Nocturne is that you always have to have the wave pushed. Because if you don't push the wave, he can roam for free.
Yeah. And he can gank other lanes very easy.
Yeah.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Shut down. Blue team double kill. Blue team has slain the dragon. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
Is there a way to see Drake timers through Spectate? You know?
I don't know. I barely use this, to be honest.
That was just general greed there. Not much to
Um,
comment on.
Yeah, to be honest, I wasn't gonna do it if Thresh wasn't there. I was even pinging him to back off, but he just engaged, and I was like, okay, I guess we're committed. But yeah, I know that was wrong. Sometimes I don't know. I feel like I should just abandon the teammates.
Yep. Yeah, if it's bad, just let him die.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Shut down.
Fortunately, it worked out, but normally you would just want to spam ping mid lane, just so that like you don't have this fiesta under the turret. Either that, or actually your team probably could have gotten Baron. You already had pulled so many bot lane that Baron would have been free if you had just pinged it,
Yeah.
because they can clear it really fast. Works. A long chase. Oh, and you also did a long chase? Okay. Is there any way you catch up to Nocturne? Before Udyr does?
I don't know, to be honest.
'Cause my point is just you're wasting a lot of time here. Trying to chase after this kill that's very unlikely for you to get to, especially since Nocturne has this Q. The only reason it
Yeah.
worked is because Ashe got that super snipe there.
So should I have just backed or?
Yeah,
or-
just back there. He would have been dead either way.
Is there any option that I could like go to lane instead of backing?
Not with the health that you had.
Okay.
Well, it depends. If you had more health, and let's see, how much gold did you have? Yeah, you had 1,300 roughly. So no, if you had like 500 gold, then you could just go to lane because you can't buy anything anyway.
Yeah.
But not with that kind of gold. Moving top. Good. Still got dragon. I'm assuming this switch is because Baron is on the other side.
Yeah. I'm trying to usually go the opposite way of the objective.
Yeah.
Although sometimes, if I see that my team does not take objectives, I might just go on my own to take Drake or something.
Shut down. Blue team's turret has
Part
been
of the
destroyed.
problem here is that you're running away from Nocturne. But against Nocturne, you can't really do that. Once he gets his Q on you, you have no choice but to just fight him if you don't have Ghost up.
Yeah, I think I backed off because I was trying to get closer to my minions because I also had the Baron buff. That's what I was trying to do there.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I would win him there, but he has Tabis and Frozen Heart. I think that's why I lost the fight, to be honest. Which I was like, why do I not damage him at all?
Team's turret has been destroyed.
You might have been able to ether the wall here. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Back up.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh boy.
Inhibitor has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Red team has slain the dragon.
You're not pinging nearly enough.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
So let's see where was our it was your top lane. Maybe it was later. Here. Okay. So this happened just like bot lane, where you're having this huge 5v5 under the turret, where your team is not good for this at all. And it would be much better if you had you top lane and then either Udyr or Yasuo at bottom, because your team is much worse at team fights compared to theirs.
Yeah.
But you keep just letting it happen, and so you're kind of just throwing it to 50-50 chance on whoever wins the team fight, which Dia was AFK for a little bit. Then you have to back. No, you
Yeah, I'm not trying to make my team come with me. I just don't know what to do when they follow me. Should I just rotate on my own? Just leave them?
Yeah, the main thing is just you spam ping telling them not to, and then if they still come, then yeah, rotate
Yeah,
the bottom
okay.
lane or something like that. If I can go back.
Rampage. Shut down. Unstoppable. Red team double kill. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Killing spree. Shut down. Blue team double kill. Shut down. Red team has slain the dragon. Shut down. Blue team triple kill. Blue team double kill.
So, back on the topic of splitting on the opposite side of the objective. In this case, what is the difference between pushing mid lane and pushing bottom?
I guess that if my team loses the fight, it's more dangerous for me. And like if I'm pushing bottom and the enemy teams comes to chase me, they are further away from the baron. So I'm just distracting them away from the baron. So I think that's the only difference. On mid lane, they're way closer to the baron. The enemy team is way closer to the baron. So it's bad for me and good for the enemy team, I think.
So the main thing that I was getting at was, if you want to split on the other side of the map, if they haven't started the fight yet. But because you aren't running bottom until this fight has already started, you're not pulling anybody. Because you have to take the 15 seconds to run bottom and then start pushing. So by the time you actually start pushing, one of the teams has already lost the fight. And so they're
Okay.
going to have no issue sending someone to stop you and then still getting Baron. Assuming
so-
that like they don't lose a bunch of people.
So what's the decision there? Go to the baron instead, or push
You go
mid?
mid lane. Well, yeah, you have two options. If you feel that you can help win the Baron fight, you go to Baron. Or if you feel that you're not really needed, then you can just go mid lane and take that turret, because you would be able to get that much faster than trying to get the bottom turret, considering the amount of time it takes you to get there.
Okay. Okay, I think I get it. So basically, as soon as the fight starts,
Blue team
the
double
enemy
kill.
does not pay any attention to me. So
Blue team triple kill.
Yeah, because
so-
and if they do run to you mid lane, then you would be pulling people out of the fight immediately, unlike bottom lane where it took you 15 seconds.
yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Blue team has slain Baron Nashor. Shut down. Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Okay.
Blue team's
get
turret
back.
has been destroyed. Red team has slain the dragon.
Do you think you can impact this jungle fight, or not jungle, Drake fight? Because they don't have Zaya.
Yeah.
Because it seems to me like part of your problem is that you're autopiloting running to the other side of the map compared to the major objective, which is
Yeah.
good generally. But then you're ignoring the situations where, especially if this were Infernal, you don't always just want to give up the objective if they don't come for you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to actually take the fight here.
Yeah, and also at this point, like same with the baron before, I'm not pulling anyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see your point.
Red
One
team's
of these
turret has been
fight.
destroyed.
Okay. So I think what would be good is going to one of your other two games and then seeing if you do a similar thing.
Wait. Just
Yeah.
so the last push
Mhm.
that I did there, that was wrong. Should I have just tried to defend with the team? I
No.
think though, I was trying to pull them. That was
Yeah, no, that was your team screwing up there. You can't really control that. And even if you were there, you couldn't have saved this fight.
yeah.
At this point, it's just kind of a Hail Mary to hope that you can get something bottom lane. And they don't
Yeah.
hit. You didn't really
Okay.
have an option at this point, though.
Okay.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Is there anything else before I leave this game?
No, that's good.
Preference on the other two?
Not really. I think they were quite easier than the other one. So yeah, whatever.
I love these splash arts so
Yeah.
much.
At first, I was like, "What is this?" And then I realized it's probably a mountain for Malphite.
Yeah. I thought it was just a rock, but either way, yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
Again, potential to cheese
Has spawned.
for most of this. Further.
Shut down. Turret plating will soon fall. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, here we go. Like that you're killing the jungle camps.
Blue team has slain the dragon. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Killing spree.
Only thing that I think you could have done better is after you pushed the wave and you went to steal the red buff, instead of going to the top side, you could just take Herald. Wow. Okay, never mind. You actually can't. The time. Did you have a way to do?
Could I have taken it before when I was doing the Krugs instead?
No, because Pantheon was still up.
Oh, right.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay. So, you might have been able to go kill Red and Herald if you didn't take this really long path. You were going this way, and then you saw the red buff, you turned back around, and then sat in it for a little bit. Yeah, okay. So, if you had just decided initially, go red buff, you could have also still gone Herald.
Yeah, I was just afraid of Lee. That's why I did the round. I was thinking someone might come or something. But yeah, I see your point.
But generally, I would just value the Herald over the red buff. And you know that Lee Sin's not going to check the Herald because he would go to his red buff first. Yep, there he is. And then, good reset, but either way, you still got good value out of that. On the way to top lane, you went past Scuttle and Krugs. You should be looking to just take everything as Tryndamere. Always getting farm. It's excluding like some of your jungle's bigger camps. You should be just taking everything. You could go take Scuttle, come catch the wave, and then kill the Krugs.
So is it better to take the jungle camps as I go, or as I leave the lane?
Yeah, as you go there. Because then, by the time you leave, it's almost time for them to respawn. But if you do it after, you give Lee Sin the opportunity to take it.
Okay.
Like here, you could go take Krugs. But you're starting to get blood in your eyes. Oh no. How behind is this Jinx? Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. I didn't know Jinx was 1-7. Okay, that play is fine. If Jinx were an actual champion in this game, then that would have been different.
Okay.
So, that call is fine. Okay.
So what if she was fed? How would it be different? I would still be.
Well, if she was fed, back to it. So if she were fed, you would have had to R much earlier.
Yeah.
And she would have just slaughtered your team with her AoE damage, but
Yeah.
she didn't have any. Good, take camps. They just let you in here? No, they don't. Okay.
Not yet, but.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point I didn't realize everyone had backed.
Yeah.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
It was tunnel vision right there.
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed. Shut down.
Okay. There we go. This game obviously ended better than the other one. I feel like part of it was just that in the other game it was going to be a lot harder for you to win compared to this one, just based on how your team was doing.
Yeah.
But the pushing in this was better because you didn't have the situation that I was talking about earlier where you were caught pushing at the start of a big objective fight.
Yeah. That's that's a really fair point, to be honest. I never realized that. So
Pretty much the main thing that I can see you need to work on currently.
yeah.
Outside of that, generally it was pretty good. Although, what is with the tank that I'm seeing in some of your builds? Curious.
Um, sometimes I might buy it for if there's someone really fed on their team and I need like to tank a little bit of damage, like a fed Kha'Zix, a fed Zed, or this one with the magic resist. I had a Heimerdinger top, and it was impossible to survive without the mask.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, sometimes I try to compensate for the team and like to try to get into team fights. So I build a little bit of tank item. I don't know if that's alright or not. I guess if I split push correctly, I won't need to.
Yeah, generally you don't need to build tank, but it can change based off game, obviously.
Like if the team doesn't know how to defend at all, I feel like I need to go and team fight instead because
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna lose if I don't. I don't know if that's right. What do you think?
You just gotta look at how much wave clear / disengage your team has. So, for example, with this one, you don't need the tank as much because it's going to be harder for the enemy team to run over your team that has Jinx and Lissandra wave clear. But if you have, let's see, what's in.
I mean, I understand the wave clear that you're
Yeah.
saying, but sometimes they don't know how to defend at all. They just start fights in the middle of nowhere. I mean, if they can wave clear properly and stay under turret, yes, but if they're just starting fights
Okay, I
anywhere,
got you. So you've noticed a pattern in the game of
yeah,
them just refusing to play back.
yeah,
Okay, then yeah. That would be the correct plan of action then. If you know for certain that you're not going to be able to convince them to wait for you to split push, then yeah, that's
yeah.
right. Any questions about the games that we looked up?
Um, not really. Like that's already a lot of food for thought for me right now. So I'm going to focus on that for the time being, and Thanks a lot for the suggestion, by the way, about the split pushing. Yeah, so that's it for now, I guess. Are you going to upload this?
I've been thinking about it. I'm not sure yet.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
If I do you want me to like send it to you, or were you just asking?
Yeah, send it to me so I can like remember the points, but
Yeah.
but yeah, the most important one, I'm gonna remember it for sure.
All right. Well, good luck with your future games working on that.
Okay,
And
thank
if
you
you
very
want to
much.
do another session in the future, feel welcome to just hit me up on Discord.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.